to Spear Swallow Beer Review. I'm Shagdog.
I'm Jammer.
I do that usually once every.
Premium quality ingredients.
We're doing Efes, which is Hefe.
Hey, this is the Mediterranean beer.
Yes, this
It's
is
11.2 ounce bottle, so you're getting ripped off of 0.8 ounces.
Yep. Anything else on the bottle? 5%.
Hey, it says the Mediterranean beer. Better
That's
together.
It's considered a European pale lager on Beer Advocate. 72 Beer Advocate score, 5% ABV. It's from Anadolu Efes Brewery, which is in Istanbul, Turkey.
Ah, turkey beer.
I don't know if they have, country breweries brewing it for them, so they'll have to ship it. Who knows? It might be straight from Turkey. I never met a girl from Turkey. I like Mediterranean girls, whether Greek, Turkish, Syrian.
Imported by Honest Enterprises. Brewed and bottled by Anadolu Efes Brewery, Istanbul, Turkey.
So it must be straight from Turkey. It's a green bottle.
You're getting all the turkey water and everything.
Yeah, the urine pea and pale lager.
There's the cat with the name.
Well, it's probably like Mexico. You can't drink the water.
Efe!
Yeah.
You always be my brother, Paco Loco.
Oh, thank you, Loco.
You get to do the.
It's probably like Mexico,
toss.
though. Just like the Efes Mexican water. You can't drink the water, but you can drink the beer.
Yeah. Just remember.
Oh, damn.
Sorry. You can do it again. If
I'm
you
good.
No, you can do it again. I don't want any kind of.
All right.
I don't want to hear, Jammer spoke when I was throwing in it.
Just remember, Just remember, I made you throw it. That probably would have went over anyhow.
Now you went under.
If you spoke softer, I probably would have hit it.
Okay, it smells like a European pale lager. It's got that floral.
Yeah, floral, a little skunky.
Yeah, that's that floral.
Yeah.
You call it skunk, but it's actually a floral smell.
Well, I think it's a hop spoiler because of the green bottle.
I think you're completely absurd.
But nobody likes
drinking
green
turkey beer with reggae music.
Yeah. That might not please our Turkish friends.
Oh, well.
We should have had some girls going,
I mean, it does look like a regular European pale lager.
Yeah.
Looks kind of like the Dale, maybe a little lighter.
A 2-finger head, 1.5 fingers.
I like the smell because it's kind of like a floral Pilsner smell.
Yes.
And usually the German Pilsners have a little more.
I've smelled a little bit better Euro pale lagers, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's sweet. Got a kind of caramel flavor with a little floral hop.
A little corn husk in there.
Yeah, it might have a little corn.
Like a huskiness corn. Let's have a little bit of floral, a little hop.
I'm not getting like a real bold corn taste.
No, but I taste a little underlying corn huskiness.
I think you might be right about it because you know how I am with the corn usually.
Yeah,
I pick up
it's not overbearing, but it's a little bit there.
And it's like it makes me second guess myself. I think that corn's there, but I'm like, no, it couldn't be corn in that, could it? You know what I mean?
Maybe Turkish corn tastes different. So,
but I think that you were right because I do have it on the underlying there, flavor.
Definitely in the front end, I'm getting a little bit of that floral grassiness hop. Not overwhelming. It's very light, but
very light, very smooth, easy to drink. The floral grassiness, it's there. Yeah. It's in the front. Yeah, I concur with your opinion on that. Yeah, but it's not bad.
Not bad. If I was in Turkey, do as the turkeys do.
Yeah, gobble.
Drink Effie's beer. That's Turkish, I guess. Not Turkeys. Fucking Organians, Turkish, turkeys.
Hey, turkeys. That made a great scene in the movie. You get off the plane. Hey, turkeys. We're not turkeys. We're Turkish.
Turkish.
Turkish. Turkish.
Turcanadians. Turkish. Yeah. So that means they're only a little bit of
Turkish.
Turkish-ish. Ish. Anybody, if you're any nationality with a ish on it, that means you really don't know what you are. You're Swedish. At least think I'm a little Swede. I'm a little Swedish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Any other countries that got ish
Irish.
on it? They used to get raped by the Vikings and all. Yeah, the same with the Scottish, English. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the German, so they're good.
Yeah.
Right. Danish.
Yeah.
Swedish. Norwegian, so they're
Italians are good.
Yeah, Italians,
Spanish.
Swedens. What's the other? Finnish. Oh, so Sweden's the only one up there.
Spanish.
They're pure Vikings.
Yeah.
Spanish, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mexicans are good. Canadians are
good.
good.
Most of the South Americans, I think, are Panamanians, Guatemalan, Honduran, Mexican, Argentinian, Chilean. I don't think anyone had like Bolivian. It's not Bolivian.
Colombian.
Yeah, none of them are ish.
That's a good thing to point out there.
Yeah, why
is the issues in Europe?
Right.
And in South Europe.
And look at Asia, like Chinese, Vietnamese, Japanese.
Yeah, why are they on their knees?
They're all on their knees.
Filipinos.
Most of the Americas are N's.
All right. Filipinos.
Filipinos.
So they're O's.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
They should have called it Filipinish. Hawaiian.
Yeah, see, and that's not even in South America.
Australian.
You know?
I know.
That's not in South America.
Right. Why is it Australian?
New Zealand.
New Zealander.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. Anyhow, we're going to give this Turkish beer.
Well, I actually give it a straight up B and a swallow. It's not the greatest.
Yeah.
But I like it enough to where I put it at a B.
Easy enough to drink. I probably, if I went to Turkey and went to a party and drank a bunch of these, I'd probably be sick from drinking about 10 of these.
What was the ABV on it?
5%. Yeah.
That's not bad for a 5.0.
Yeah. It's not bad. I wouldn't go B, C+, but I give it a C plus and a swallow. I mean, it's not great. It's not bad.
I might be grading this a little higher because our first beer that we had was such a horrible thing.
Yeah.
So I'll give you that.
Yeah. I think if it had a little bit more oomph to it or something of the Pilsener flair or the grassiness or whatever.
I just like the fact that it made it all the way from Turkey.
In here without spoiling it.
Without it exploding or any of that stuff. I mean, it's as far as I know, it's in date.
Look at that. What's that mean? It's got like a circle with a cross through it.
No driving.
Oh, don't drink and drive. Yeah. Okay. They're concerned about their people too, drinking and driving.
Yeah. I don't know what that is. What is that?
I don't know. Looks like a piece of.
You'd have to take a picture of that and then enlarge it.
Zoom in.
But I mean, that's such a weird picture. I can't tell what it is. Odd. I was going to say something. We had the hurricane here that went by. We're very blessed because it wasn't as bad as we thought it might be, especially coming up through Tampa and the Bay and all that stuff. It could have been a lot worse. We were fortunate we didn't lose power.
Right.
The trees didn't come down.
I mean, most people weren't even particularly worried about it in the news, but that almost keeps me like, wow. Because sometimes when that happens, it's worse than they think it's
Well, the problem was it was a fast-moving storm. All of a sudden, it just popped up.
Yeah.
And everybody was concerned about it.
And then when it was down in the Caribbean, out that way, it was going before it hit Cuba 28 miles an hour.
It went up to 36.
Oh, did it go up that high?
Up to 36 miles an hour, it was moving across towards Cuba. And then when it got to Cuba, it just sat there for a moment.
Yeah.
Got broken up a little bit.
I feel like making.
Did he? Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't feel like making any pizza today. Seeing that, normally I'd have the kids, so I wouldn't even be drinking beer.
I have kids.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna order a pizza. So I got I tried Commandos, but I'm like, holy shit,
It's
fucking
expensive.
Grubhub and all that shit, and their fucking charges and all that. I'm like, damn, before tips, $30. I'm like, for one fucking pizza. I'm like, fuck it. So I got the stuffed crust fucking cheese from Papa John's with sausage and pepperoni. It was like 18 something. How's the beer review going, you fags?
Did you take a picture of it and
Oh
mark
shit!
it?
That's why I got my phone out.
Anyway, I don't know where we left off at. Because,
Oh, we were talking about something with the storm.
yeah, we were very blessed. I mean, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
It was fast moving. It popped up. It stayed over Cuba for a while. Unfortunately, I heard some would cause 1 or 2 deaths or somewhere.
Oh yeah, I heard of North Carolina or somewhere up
Yeah,
there.
down in Cuba and one of those countries. I heard it's a few deaths. So that's a terrible thing. But overall, we were very blessed because it didn't cause any more damage or problems.
There's one is a person laying down.
Yeah. So very fortunate. But when we usually have hurricanes, for some reason I just had a feeling. In the beginning, when it first popped up, I'm like, oh well, shit! It just popped up and it's moving. I got a little concerned,
Oh, okay. Recycle.
Recycle, yeah.
Okay. The guy, I thought he was laying down. He's throwing it in the trash can. Up there, it looked like he's laying down. Oh, what's he doing? And drink responsibility.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, it's a pregnant woman with the circle around.
Don't drink, yeah.
Okay.
Then you're pregnant.
Jesus. I don't know how they make shit so small.
But when it first popped up, I thought, oh my goodness, it's moving too quick. And this one just popped up. I'm a little concerned.
Yeah.
But then after a few days, I'm like,
yeah. And originally they had it a little bit south of Tampa. Then they had it going into Tampa. But it was so far out, usually when they have it going wherever it's going, it's not going there. That when it's that far out, it's usually going to go that way or that way.
So my sister was saying, hey, we're going to buy some more water. You probably should buy some more water. And if you get some more water, get us some more water just in case we don't make it down to get some water. All that stuff. And I'm like, jeez, don't even feel it. I'm not feeling it. I'm like, I don't want to go get water.
I saw you had 2 cases of water in there.
So I get this. I'm saying that, right? And then I finally turned around. I said, you know what? I got to go to the grocery store because I didn't have any eggs. I didn't have any milk. I was out of food pretty much. So I went to buy some of the stuff. And I said, you know what? Let me get the water while I'm here. I'm only buying 2 cases. That's it. I'm not buying any more than that. And then I bought 2 jugs. I said, well, let me go ahead and get 2 jugs too. So I bought 2 cases of 48, and then 2 gallon jugs of water. And I said, that's it. I'm not buying any more than that.
Yeah, it's hard to get water because it's so big and shit.
I just didn't feel it. I'm like, I'm not buying water. First of all, I did away with buying water. Saved me a fortune.
Yeah. What do you drink?
I drink my tap water.
You got a filter on it, though?
I got a filter on it.
Oh, okay.
Whole house filter. Filters the whole house.
Yeah.
So, but then on top of that, you don't take the risk of getting all the little plastic particles in the bottle into your system like the wildlife, the sea life, and everything does.
Uh-huh.
They get that plastic in their system and it fucks them up.
Yeah.
And they die.
It's just wrapped around their neck.
No. There's the microplastics is what it's called. It's little microparticles of the plastic that gets in the dust, plastic dust and stuff that's in the bottle that doesn't get, when it blow, they blow. Okay, you got the blow mold. You get these preforms of just a plastic preform. It's a certain shape and size. It goes into the machine. It goes into the blow mold, which goes into the shape of what you want it to be. Like if you had a bottle like this, and you want it to be that shape, the plastic bottle would form that shape in the blow mold.
Yeah.
So it blows it up with heat, hot air,
and
forms it in the mold. Comes out of the mold. They have water shooting up on the bottle all over it to cool it.
Right.
Then as soon as it cools, it's going right into. As soon as it goes through there, it's going right into the filler, where it fills it up, and then they cap it. Well, cap dust gets in the bottle, gets on the cap trail and all this stuff. Doesn't get properly cleaned. Cap dust gets in there. Bottle dust gets in there from scraping along the trail, the conveyor. And so it gets into the bottles. Anyway, there's been plenty of complaints every now and then that we get that say, oh, there's plastic particles in it. Well, it doesn't surprise me if there is. Because, hey.
You know what? Whatever. We need to get off this depressing manufacturing.
Yeah. It bores me to death, too. I don't know why don't we have anything interesting to say?
Tonight, I don't know. Maybe we
just got some people that died. Maybe that would help.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of people died in the last 2 weeks. All those people died in that tower.
Tower.
The one in Miami.
Yeah. Isn't that terrible?
I still haven't heard what floor was that kid on. The one they pulled out that night. I think he was a crisis actor.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me.
Because they were screwing up and saying he was 10 years old to begin with. 10 years old, 10-year-old. I'm like, there ain't no way that kid's 10. He's fucking 5'6" or at least. And then they come out and said he was 15. And his mother, was found dead a couple of days later or next day or whatever. And I'm like, how did he survive? Was he the only one to survive the actual tumble?
Well, he had to have been on one of the top floors because he was on top.
Otherwise he'd be way down. So how do you survive that fall?
What's really crazy about that whole thing, if you've seen it from the footage, it shows right here's the building, right?
Right.
The center comes falling down. Or actually it falls straight down, pancaked down. And then it just kind of teeters, and then all of a sudden it just goes like this, and then pancake.
Well, they're from their view, this one.
Turns around, it starts to fall like this, and then pancakes.
Right, because it swayed back and forth like a
little bit. And what really crazy is, even though the footage shows like there's lights on in the building, it's not. It's a reflection of the light. If you look over to the main building that's standing, you'll see a flash of light where, like, when the cables and stuff broke and all that stuff, it went, like that. But what gets me is every floor, there was no lights on at all.
Well, it was supposedly 1:30 in the morning.
I get that, but how many people go to bed at 1:30 in the morning even?
I don't know, but the building that was left standing 2 days later, when they were still pulling, taking care of shit, they showed the close-up of that building, and someone's TV was still on in that building. I can see the TV.
See? 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Somebody's up.
Mm-hmm.
What gets me is, why is electric still being supplied?
Right. How's it being supplied? Yeah.
First of all, why is it still on? You should have made sure all the electric was turned off.
Power off, yeah.
They heard that one woman that was yelling and screaming from the bottom garage when it collapsed, yelling and screaming, help, 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 and they were trying to get to her, and all of a sudden a fire started. Well, now that makes me think, okay, the electric was still on. Nobody had turned it off.
Right.
Nobody even thought, hey, let's turn off the electric, make sure it's off to this location.
Right, to that area or whatever.
Yeah. They didn't even think about that.
I swear the TV was on. I was like, look, Mom, that TV's still on. And the window there. This big screen TV. Here's the window. Here's the TV, like right here. And I was like...
Now, the bad thing about that whole thing is, besides the loss of life and everything like that, those people that did survive it, all their belongings, everything they had right there, if that's everything.
Right. Well, the ones that were from the building that's left standing, or both, they're doing two separate lawsuits, I guess. They're going to do loss of life lawsuit, and then the ones who didn't lose anybody, loss of property lawsuit. So they're doing two different lawsuits. But,
unfortunately, I doubt they'll get very much money.
But if you have pictures and shit, you lose everything. I mean, of course, your life's more important than all that shit, but still, picture, you got photographs.
Picture of loved ones, recordings of loved ones, your computer. So if all your...
Especially people that are our age or our parents' age, where, back then, all you had was pictures. You had digital stuff,
Exactly. And even at our age, unless you saved it to the cloud and you have it on thumb drives and stuff like that, well, you lost all that.
Right. That's why I want to get my pictures some days and just upload all that shit. take a picture of it, scan it, whatever.
My thing is they lost everything. I mean, you talk about everything.
Oh.
I mean, they didn't even have a chance to get a bunch of clothes or anything.
Right.
They had to be evacuated right
Birth
away.
certificate, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all that stuff. Yeah, unless you had it on you.
Yeah, unless you're the type of person, because there are some people out there like have a little briefcase, has all their shit in it or whatever.
All their
In case
important
a fire
papers.
happens, they can grab that and take off. Yeah. But I mean, you figure if your wallet was in wherever you put your wallet is, all that paperwork is over here in a file cabinet or whatever.
Yeah.
You're getting out of there. You're probably not even thinking about that shit right then.
No, you're
two parts of the building just fell here.
What the hell out of here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about 911 flashbacks. Be like, oh fuck.
That's terrible though. I mean, but they said the building had been sinking since the 90s.
Yeah.
And like I said, the foreman from the maintenance department from back in the 90s said that it was flooded so bad down there. And then they asked him, did it flood at the other buildings that were just like that, up the street just a little ways? The north or west or whatever they called it.
Right.
And he said, no, it didn't flood in their garage. It didn't flood in their basement garage. It only flooded at ours. And then, if you look at the Google pictures, the building next to it on the left, the one that caught the footage, that building had just been built. So I guarantee you, that building over there being built with all the pounding of them preparing the land, building, and all that kind of stuff, I'm sure that played a role in weakening what was already bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
All right, so we went from one depressing
to another.
Yeah. Good. All right, now let's move on.
You did say about when we were talking about the other depressing. Yeah, how come we can't talk about people dying or something?
I said, yeah.
No, we did.
Deaths.
Deaths.
Recent deaths.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about celebrities.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I am Shagdog. We got more beer, dude. We still got 6 more of mine.
Yeah, we better get moving then.
Let's do it.
All right. Cheers. Let's put a small beer review. I'm Jim.
I am Shagdog. We will see you on the next one.